Fans and welcome. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Pittsburgh Pirates.
So almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Chase Sugar. What should we keep an eye on here?
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Ready to go now. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. Swing and a high. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the OBP boog. Sometimes that trade-off is worth it, but sometimes it's not.
And that is out of play. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two now.
Ball.
This one in the dirt.
Counts full.
And an excellent job keeping it right there. Here comes a pitch. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Line drive. Makes the catch, 1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That's out to center field. Cruz under it. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Oh, he botches it. Now the batter now, Jordan Walker.
Right fielder.
How many times have we seen an early at bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
Just missed.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Full count.
This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Contreras crosses the plate. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one finds the zone. 2-2.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Donovan, the runner at third. Walker at second with 2 gone. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back here in Pittsburgh. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's Miles Michaelis.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Now the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He swings and fouls one off. That one missed.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Lifted in the air, right field.
Batting second, left fielder, Ryan.
Man at first, nobody out. Ryan Reynolds here. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2.
Runner at first with no outs here. Next pitch
2-2.
misses way outside. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. And one gone. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw, and they got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Victor Scott.
Inside.
Nope,
and a count 2-1. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Whips it to first on the run, and it beats him. What a play.
Batting right, shortstop.
One out, base is empty.
That's the ball.
That one lifted to left. Reynolds makes a nice running catch. Lars Nootbaar now at the plate.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Line drive, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on, and that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Bart collects, fires to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Bottom of the second. This is Joey Bart.
Pirate catcher, Joey Bart.
Just missed. And that's in there at the knees. That one missing inside.
Count is full.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Clearly, he was sitting on a
strikes.
fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Scott pulls it down, and there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. At the plate for Pittsburgh, and Manuel Valdez. Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended.
Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they come away without an out. First and second, 2 outs. Here's Adam Frazier. That one's in there, and that's strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. On to the 3rd inning. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Wilson Contreras.
You know, these Cardinals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
The 2-2. Struck him out looking. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side, Frazier. In plenty of time to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Here's Nolan Arenado. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Cruz makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. Leading off, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. The 1-1. And a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Pirates.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Now he breaks his back. Throws to first in time. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. 2 outs. And that one missing low. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Good job to fight that one off. Tipped into the mid, strike 3. Start of the 4th. Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. The 1-1. And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. Popped up. Connor Falefa takes it in for the out. And there's one away. And now it's going to be Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1-2.
That's a little bit low. Now fly ball to right center. Cruz on the move. Hauls it in. And there's 2 away. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Tosses to first, and the inning is over. Back here at PNC Park, and now O'Neal Cruz.
O'Neal Cruz.
No, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
Fights it off. You'll see another. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Pirates.
Here's Joey Bart now.
Joey Bart.
The Redbirds leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1-2's the count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now
here's McCutcheon.
Designated hitter.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's a speed threat, Victor Scott. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and that will fall. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting.
And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Back-to-back base hits. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. He's in there. Both runners move up, 2 in scoring position now, and that takes away the double play.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you.
That one is absolutely belted. Cruz running hard to get it. Diving, makes the grab. Both runners tagging. He'll score on the sac fly, and they lead by 3.
Now batting, designated hitter, Wilson Contreras. Now pitching
on the mound now for the Pirates, Thomas Harrington.
Number 78.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Strike 2. One away with a runner at 3rd. And we're in the top of the 5th. And down on strikes. 2 gone now. Brendan Donovan, the next to hit.
Brendan Donovan.
The 1-1.
2-1.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
2-2.
That's down and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Up the middle, base hit and a run in to score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Donovan, the lead runner at second. Arenado at first, 2 out of the inning. Out to short, Kiner-Falefa. They take the force out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Manuel Valdez. So now 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
On the ground right side, Donovan tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Tommy Pham.
Right fielder, Tommy Pham.
1 down, base is empty. Outside,
out.
2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. In the air, out towards right center. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
And a big swing and a miss. And down on strikes he goes. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. That one fouled off, 2-2. Two outs. Got him looking. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Back here in Pittsburgh. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. There's the swing and a miss.
1-2 is the count.
Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now batting.
And here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. And that's outside. In the air to left center. Reynolds sizing this one up. Snags it for the second out. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This Guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
That one
That's
drifts inside. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Fastball for a strike.
Full count.
Ground ball left side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's back-to-back singles
Now
for him.
batting,
Just a simple
shortstop,
ground ball the other
Mason
way. They
Wynn.
had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now at the plate, Mason Wynn.
2-1.
Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. He will score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And now here is Lars
That's a ball.
Nootbaar. Fastball is outside. Fouls one off. 2-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's now a 6-run lead.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Yeehaw!
Swing and a miss as he chases
One
that
ball,
one
2
darting
strikes.
out of the zone. Nootbaar leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Just
Ball
misses the
high.
mark outside the zone. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That's a ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused
Count
on the
is full.
pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 outs. Center field. Cruz sizes this one up, nabs it, and that'll do it. Well, we go bottom 6. Stepping in, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down
3-1.
smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one misses.
Ball 4. Take
So
your
a
base.
leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always
Now
easy
batting,
laying off a 3-2
left
pitch,
fielder,
and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Ryan
So a man at
Reynolds.
first. Now here is Ryan Reynolds. And that's
No, that's
downstairs.
down. Ball.
2-1. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and
3-1.
finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he keeps putting up the Ks.
Now
That's number
pitching for
11.
St. Louis.
New pitcher for the Cardinals,
Number
Sonny
54.
Gray.
And he's got a nice
Sonny
lead to
Gray.
work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. On the ground, could be 2. Slings to second, double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Now pitching
Andrew
for the
Heaney
Pirates.
taking over on the mound.
And they
Number
felt it was
0.
time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Brendan
Leading
Donovan
off for the
getting ready to
Cardinals,
hit.
second baseman Brendan Donovan.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2-2.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Now batting.
So now it's
third
Nolan
baseman,
Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
One down, base is empty. Way out front for strike 2.
Good
1-2.
late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
In the air, out towards left center. Reynolds racing over to make the catch. Alec
Now
Burleson
batting,
next up for the
first
Cardinals.
baseman, Alec Burleson.
2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that
1-2.
front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. So
Now
impressive that
batting,
he didn't
the
get tied
designated
up or
hitter,
jammed on that pitch inside. Instead,
McCutchen.
good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base
Now
hits for
batting,
these guys
first
here.
baseman,
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And out of here. His first homer of the year, and they close the gap. It's 6-3. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals,
Now
Phil
pitching for
Maton.
St. Louis.
He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 88, Phil Maton.
Tommy Pham, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a foul out of play. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next one in the dirt. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professional,
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 6-4. Up next for the Pirates, Adam Frazier. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. That one almost got him. The 2-2.
You know what, Boog? If you're at the plate in that spot, you'll take it. You're fighting against the strikeout, trying to stay alive. But that pitch took the guesswork right out of it.
Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Frazier gets his lead at first with nobody out. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. The tying run at the plate.
2-2.
In the air, left field. Nootbaar in a dead sprint. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Now pitching for
Kyle Leahy takes over on the mound. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Kyle Leahy.
Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And strike 2.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Man at first, one away. And that's down and away.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
That one down the line. Dive, and he's got it. Throws from his knees. What a play. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
You know, these Cards putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers paint a pretty clear picture. The offense likes playing with fire today. 7 of their hits have come off of fastballs. So that tells me their timing is pretty locked in right now. So with that fastball approach in mind, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments in terms of the pitch calling. And clearly there's been a need to mix it up a little bit more than they have.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. Here's a 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-2, count.
On the ground to the left. Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor
And now
Scott.
the center fielder, Victor Scott. Just off the inside edge. He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning, and off to a shaky start. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Next to hit, Mason Wynn. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. 2 on, 1 out. Late on that fastball.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Drops into the glove, 2 away now. So digging in, Lars Nootbaar.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
Next pitch, not close, up high. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's off the mark. And now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Scott puts it away, and there's 1 away. New pitcher for the Cardinals, John King.
Number 47.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now O'Neal Cruz. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Joey Bart.
Joey Bart.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
Fouled off. He was late.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Tying run at the plate. Runner on the go. Gets a piece and stays alive. Liner caught it second.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Over to first, and he's saved.
He beat it.
And that one is downstairs. 2-1. That's ripped. Base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
That one missed. First and second, 2 down. And that one popped in the air, left field. Scott tracks it down for the out. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Mesa.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Mesa.
And up to hit
Leading off
is
for the
Wilson
Cardinals,
Contreras.
The designated hitter, Wilson Contreras.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Next pitch
No,
is
that missed. That's
outside.
the ball. We got a full count.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
Just one of those at bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
That's high.
And that's too high. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's Nolan Arenado. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals.
First baseman, Alec Burleson.
Off the
That's
mark
a ball.
there. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one off the outside edge.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Out to short, Connor Falefa. Whips it across, and that is that. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Helsley.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Ryan Helsley.
So digging in, Tommy Pham.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival. Take your game to another level.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. That to right. Walker hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Adam Frazier, the next Pirate to hit.
Second baseman.
The Pirates down by a pair near the last half of inning number 9. And there's the ball.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carried. And it hits the fence. He's in at second with a 1-out double. One out. Runner at second. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. 2 down. And now the Pirates leadoff man, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Swing and a miss, and the count's full.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
1 strike away. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton, the next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire